This is the state of the roof. Doesn't look too bad. There's some peeling paint around the soffits, around the edge, but that's not too bad. It's all brick, so it looks good. Driveway's a little bit bumpy. The street looks fairly good. Mostly brick houses down here. Okay. As we go through, house looks very clean so far. Kitchen looks very good, not seeing too many, any issues. It has a fridge and a stove. It has a dishwasher. I tell Shang and I always suggest that we could leave the dishwasher possibly, but you don't leave the fridge and the stove. That way they can't ask you to repair it, and it's kind of normal in this area for them to bring their own. So it's easier just to have $50 less on rent and they bring their own stuff. A little chip, but so far that's okay. I would get rid of the washer or just, I guess it's just the washer. Looks a little bit old, but until we test it, we don't know, but it could be okay. I'm gonna run the hot water for a little bit, Gary. We'll see if the water's on. So a very large living room. Blinds look like they've had a couple little hits, but not so bad. Floor looks good. We have a little sliding closet. Everything looks fairly good in there. Paint looks fairly good. The windows are old, but in fairly good shape. One of the things that they are going to check when it comes to the rental inspection is that the windows have to open, and then they have to stay open on their own regard. So we won't check all of them, but we'll. And see, this opens up, it stays it there, so I don't think there will be any problem with that. And we can solve any small problem if there was. We come through to our bathroom. Needs a fairly good clean, but besides that, looks okay. No broken windows. Everything looks intact. Bedroom number 2, the closet door is not on there, but also not a problem. You can either hang that up, or it's quite common to not necessarily have them on. It's going to be some weird thing that people like to do now, is they don't have them. I would probably get a little pad for here for the door, so that just to make sure that the door handle can't go through. Need a little plug on there, that's about 35 to 50 cents, depending on if you buy it singly or the 10-pack. Another little room with a little office, so might have to scrape a little bit of that and paint a little bit of that up, but this is kind of cute. The humidifier, of course, won't come with the property. No basement, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
Concrete slab.
Where was the furnace? Did I just miss it altogether? Gary is up checking the furnace. He says it looks fairly new. This is how we access the attic, and they have the furnace in the attic. As we come out here, we're gonna need, I would say, a screen door, like a little storm door for this. This one's a little bit beaten up. One of the other ones that I would do is I would probably put a lock on that attic so that the tenants cannot access it. There's a little pad out here. Probably needs a bit of a paint, honestly, but besides that,
Power wash and paint.
yeah, power wash and paint. This thing's all good. This one has an air conditioning unit. There's not as many. It's more uncommon to have air conditioning in this area, so that is a nice thing, and is something that you can probably put the rent up a little bit for, and people will be happy to pay a little bit more for it. We'll keep checking out here quickly. So nice little bit of a backyard. There's a nice fenced all the way around, and then we've got ourselves a nice little start of a garden for people. So this part here